So there I was, again, at 2 a.m., texting someone who'd ignored me for 3 days, explaining why their behavior hurt me, knowing full well they wouldn't care. And I remember thinking, why am I like this? Turns out, my brain was literally getting high off this disaster. Like a little dopamine casino up there. And yours probably is too. Because here's the thing, nobody tells you your brain doesn't want healthy relationships, it wants familiar ones. And if familiar means toxic, well, buckle up. Why your brain loves toxic people. Let me paint you a picture. I had a friend, let's call her Jessica, because that was literally her name and she's not watching this, who was exhausting. She'd call me crying about the same problem every week. I'd give advice. She'd ignore it. Repeat for 3 years. 2 a.m. crying session? Sure. Middle of my work presentation? No problem. I'm there. Then one day I said, hey, I can't talk right now. I'm dealing with something. You know what happened? Silence. 7 days of silence. Then she texted me about her problem like nothing happened. And here's the embarrassing part, I responded. Immediately, like a trained seal. Because apparently, I have the self-respect of a doormat with abandonment issues. But it wasn't just Jessica. There was the guy who only texted me at 11 p.m. with WID, the coworker who took credit for my ideas, the family member who criticized everything I did, then wondered why I never visited. I was collecting toxic people like Pokemon cards. Gotta catch 'em all. And one day I asked myself the question that changed everything. Why do I keep choosing this? So I went down a research rabbit hole, and what I found made me want to scream into a pillow. If you grew up with inconsistent love parents who were sometimes great, sometimes terrible, your brain learned that. Unpredictable love is normal love. So now when someone treats you badly but occasionally throws you a crumb, your brain goes absolutely feral. It's called intermittent reinforcement. Same psychological trick that makes slot machines addictive. Slot machine. Sometimes win, mostly lose, toxic person. Sometimes nice. Mostly not your brain. Addicted to maybe if someone treated you consistently badly, you'd leave. Consistently well? You'd probably get bored because your brain doesn't recognize that as love. But mean, nice, nice. That's the good stuff. Brain operator 1. They texted back. Brain operator 2, after ignoring us for 4 days. Brain operator 1, doesn't matter. Dopamine time. Healthy relationship. Steady dopamine equals boring toxic relationship. Spiky dopamine equals true love. Your brain literally can't tell the difference between exciting and healthy, so it picks exciting every time. It's not that you have terrible taste. Your brain is running on corrupted software from childhood, and nobody told you to update it. But here's where it gets really dark. There's this thing called a trauma bond. It's basically Stockholm syndrome for relationships. Amazing gives, hurt you, gives try, to leave, gives love, bomb gives you, stay, gives repeat. And each cycle makes the bond stronger. Not because the relationship is good, because your brain is trying to make sense of the chaos. Your brain is like, if I just love them harder, they'll be consistent. But they won't, because the inconsistency is the point. The cruelty isn't a bug, it's a feature. Because if they were nice all the time, you might realize you have options. But if they keep you hoping? And leaving them feels like withdrawal. Your body literally goes through symptoms anxiety, obsessive thoughts, physical pain. Withdrawal symptoms equals your brain thinks it's true love, when actually, you're just detoxing from a bad drug. So why do nice people feel boring? Because your brain is waiting for the other shoe to drop. Someone's consistently kind? Suspicious. What's their angle? Your brain stays on high alert waiting for disaster. Healthy feels boring because it's unfamiliar. You don't have to anxiously check your phone. You don't have to decode texts. You don't have to walk on eggshells. And after years of toxicity, peace feels weird. Like something's wrong because nothing's wrong. Here's what finally broke the pattern for me. I realized I wasn't addicted to them. I was addicted to the chase. The maybe, the hope. That if I just do this, they'll see my worth. I was addicted to trying to earn love that should have been freely given. Love that should have been freely given. So here's the uncomfortable truth. If you keep attracting toxic people, your unhealed trauma is choosing them. Not their behavior, that's on them, but why you stayed, that's on you. What to do? 1. Notice the pattern. Ask yourself, am I attracted to them or the chase? 2. Sit with boredom. If someone feels boring because they're consistent, that's a green flag. Your brain is detoxing. 3. Therapy. You can't think your way out of patterns created before you could think. 4. Get comfortable with people who make you feel nothing. No anxiety, No obsession. That's not no chemistry. That's called peace. You're not broken for being attracted to toxic people. You're running on old programming, and programs can be rewritten. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a 2 a.m. text to not respond to. Growth. If this hit different, comment, what's your red flag that you thought was chemistry? Subscribe for more videos on unlearning toxic patterns and figuring out how to be a functional human. We're all healing our attachment styles. Might as well do it together. You're not broken. You're just running on outdated software.